Exanima is a difficult game about fighting skeletons. Exanima is a tragic game about rejection. Exanima is a lot of games, but primarily it's about interior decoration and a discriminating taste in finer fashion. It takes a seasoned player to experience the underlying art of jar collection and the subtle science of Darenscaping, but with a little help, even the novice can begin to appreciate it. The first thing any aspiring decorator must do is find the appropriate real estate. You don't want to settle down into your new project only to find the neighborhood is swarming with wandering alcoholic corpses. Here is bad. You want to find a proper cozy atmosphere. Here is also bad.
You'd be surprised how fast I can move.
I'm going to set up house in the crossroads. It has well-lit streets right in the middle of town with entertainment, shopping, law enforcement, and like all gated communities, a tasteful crack cocaine epidemic. Perfect. Once we've chosen our nest, it's important to clear out the previous owner's belongings so that they don't influence our style and leave a residue of poor design decisions that will haunt our lovely home. You're also going to want to check that sucker for water damage, because one wrong step, and you've got to start all over again. Take stock of the room's features and try to imagine a vase here or a candle there. Now we're going to make a shopping list. First, we'll grab the porcelain drinking set, which can be found here and here. Then, find some nice fat candles to give the room a burst of color. Since they can't be lit yet, we'll make a shrine to Matic and pray for an update. Gather books from level 1 and 2 to give that special someone the impression that you've got more than just spare keys rattling around in your head. Crystals make a great source of light, and an even better source of entertainment.
Exactly.
This is a start, but we're still missing a lot of stuff. Besides a couple generic niceties, this closet is barely more cozy than that claustrophobic shithole that Corleone calls a laboratory. That's a start. There are as many ways to decorate as there are ways to get Darren killed. Some people lean towards the sparse or the minimalist, but I have found that Exanima lends itself best to clutter. And boy, is there enough to go around. Collections are a great way to flesh out an empty shelf here or there. The number of unique elements to be found could fill an entire room, but when decorating, you should always find what works best for you. Jars, scrolls, pottery, and weapons all make great collections. As with all things colorful, the best of the best is to be found in the market. So are these things. Because of the difficulty of the market, I've made you this little diagram for getting all the good stuff in one go. Whatever you do, don't let Darren see your collection of these. Try to tell a story with your decorations. Here I have a workstation with some pottery painted and some yet to paint. Here is a bowl for shitting. It can take a while to get the hang of it, but with time, your room will fill with beauty, rhythm, and culture. For those of you who find yourselves aesthetically challenged in the home, you may find your calling in the arena, where a splash of color might just save your life.
I was going into a lion's den.
To get you started, this man behind the counter sells you items that he finds at random. It's not easy and it takes patience to sift through the garbage that he drags up from his storage lockup. So I suggest hiring yourself a merchant, preferably one with fine European prices. You may be tempted to buy the first thing that gets dragged up, but let me lay down some ground rules. Firstly, never buy an armor item below superior quality. Rust isn't in this season, and being a precious thrifty little "I wore it before it was cool" won't stop one of these. Secondly, and this may conflict with the first rule at times, wearing the best armor makes you a loser. Wearing the best looking armor makes you a stud. Most of the best colorful clothing shows up at the inept level, so you won't have much trouble starting out. But moving up the ladder, things can get a little drab. So I'll guide you along your journey from inept to voguish to downright she. Most of the clothing at the aspirant level is uninspired or threadbare, so you might base your look on the inept level with minor changes for protection. At the novice level, an unpopular man would simply lavish himself with leather for a false sense of security. A man of taste would acknowledge the futility of protective dress against this spear, opting instead for the casual yet effective pajama party look. This outfit will double later for Under Armour padding. Once at the adept level, the gloves come off and the helmets go on. Don't buy this one.
Complete disaster.
It never hurts to base your look on something tried and true. A full chain tuxedo with a colored tunic and belt, a bassinet, and a good attitude can get you just about anything that isn't the leavened. Now believe it or not, full plate armor is available at the expert level if you know where to look, so follow my lead. You can cover this chain vest with a colored tunic or leave it plain, as plenty of color can still show through the gaps in the arms and the backs of the legs. At the master level, I shouldn't have to say this, but you can wear anything you want, so don't restrict yourself to plate armor. For inspiration, try imitation.